So we're going to go through 3 ways to solve this problem. We're going to look at a double number line, setting up a proportion, and then using the shortcut to calculate the whole. So what we know from the problem is that our TikTok video got 90 likes. So of everyone that viewed it, 90 of them clicked like. We also know that this 90 likes was 45% of all of the viewers of the video. And we need to figure out how many total views were there. If 45% of the people that watched liked it and we had 90 likes, how many total views did the video get? So let's start by setting up our double number line. So we have our 2 number lines. The bottom is going to be the percent, and then the top is going to be the number of likes. So we know that if no one liked the video, that would be 0%. We know if everyone liked the video, that would be 100%, and that's actually the number we're looking for. And then the other part we're going to add here is we are going to add that 45% is 90 likes because that's what it tells us in the problem. So we need to use this to figure out our missing number right here. So a good way to do that, I notice that I have 45% and I'm trying to get to 100%. And I know that if I go up by 5%, that will get me to 100. So I need to figure out what 5% would be. How many likes 5% would be? Well, in order to do that, I need to split this 45% up into 9 equal pieces, because 45 divided by 9 is going to give me that 5% I'm looking for. To figure out how many views that is, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to divide 90 by 9. I'm going to split this up into equal pieces as well, and then that is going to be 10. So I know that every 5% is going to be 10 views. So we can use that to help us get to 100%. Instead of doing every percent from 5 up to 100, I know that if I double 45%, that's 90%. So if I multiply this by 2, I'm going to get up to 90%. So then I have to multiply 90 up here, 90 likes by 2. That would be 180. So now I'm almost to 100%. So I have 90 here. If I go up 5 more, 95%. I know that every 5% is equal to 10 likes. So if I go up 5%, I need to go up 10 likes. So 180 plus 10 would be 190. And then I need to go up 5 more percent to figure out the total number of views. So how many total views did we have on our video? The next strategy we can use is setting up a proportion. So we've seen this before. We're going to do part divided by whole equals percent divided by 100. And now we just need to fill in the 2 numbers that we have. We have 90 and 45. Right away, I notice the percent sign on 45. So that's going to tell me that 45 is our percent. Now we need to determine if this 90 is the part or the whole. I know 90 is how many likes. It's not the total amount of views. The total views, that word total, is usually going to tell us the whole. So that means that 90 is going to be the part. And so we're looking for the whole. We're looking for the total views. So we have 2 steps to figure this out. The first thing we need to do is multiply diagonally. And then we're going to divide the number that is left. So we do not have the whole amount, so this is not the diagonal we're going to use. We're going to use 90 and 100 and multiply those together. And then we are going to divide by the number that's left, which is 45. So you'll do 90 times 100 and then divide that by 45. Last but not least, let's look at our shortcut. So if you remember, the shortcut to determine this is to take the part and divide it by the percent. We know from over here that our part is 90. And so we need to divide it by our percent, which is 45. However, 45% is not equal to the number 45. This percent sign really means 45 out of 100, because percents are out of 100. And 45 out of 100, if we actually divide those numbers, 45 divided by 100 is going to give us 0.45. So 45% is not equal to 45, but it is equal to 0.45. So this is the number that I'm going to divide by. So my part is 90 divided by 0.45, and that will give me the total number of views on our video. So whichever one of these 3 strategies makes the most sense to you, whichever you like the best, you can use to solve our problem.